It is time for The Real Deal, presented by Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Please feel free to send us some because I am already hungry. JJ McCarthy, is he the real deal? It was a phenomenal fourth quarter, but that was it. We just had the fourth quarter. Let's go to our quarterback, Matt Ryan. Is he the real deal?
What's the most important quarter?
True. Okay, true.
Right? Put yourself in position to be able to finish. Listen, it's too early. It is way too early. The sample size is too small. But I liked how he responded to throwing that pick six, which, by the way, it looked like it may have been on Justin Jefferson to me. I watched it. JJ McCarthy's footwork is on time. Justin Jefferson cut off his second inside step. On those deep out routes, it's usually the third inside step. So it can make it look a lot worse when the timing and the steps are off. I'm not sure who was wrong, but just from my untrained eye, it looked like that. But I liked what I saw from him after that. I liked how he responded. I liked how he was at the line of scrimmage, getting them in and out of protections, getting them in and out of plays. That's not easy to do as a young player. The other thing I liked is he went to his playmaker in the fourth quarter. He found Justin Jefferson. Deep out route, he hits right on the sideline. He stepped into that throw, wore one on the chin, and put that ball right where he needed to. We saw the second touchdown pass over the middle to Justin Jefferson. The location on the throw, down and dirty at that front line to protect his guy, to protect the football. I thought that was excellent. But the most important thing is, I think this is the first quarterback that Kevin O'Connell has ever had that has the running ability of JJ McCarthy. And I think what that's going to allow them to do as an offense is going to be really interesting to see kind of Kevin's creativity with the quarterback run game come out.
Here's what stood out to me about this young man. He had all the eyes of the football universe on him. Primetime football. That's what they say in the night before the meeting, right? All eyes of the football. And if I'm a young quarterback, I'm like, oh damn, all the eyes. Okay.
Right. Is that what they say? Like, I mean, really
that's the quote. That's the quote in the Saturday night meeting.
Everybody's watching.
Everybody's going to be watching tomorrow night. So be at your best when your best is needed. And JJ McCarthy, his best wasn't needed early. And I give credit to Kevin O'Connell for pressing the right buttons on his Madden console. Right. And you could hear him on the sideline at a certain point. He said, okay, now we're going to give you a chance to take some shots. You've been doing great. You just keep being you. The thing that stood out to me was he didn't blink in such a hostile environment, and he came away with what? The win, Matt. That's all that matters.
We got the W. You mentioned Kevin O'Connell, too, and kind of unleashing him. 24 drop back passes, 24 passes that they dropped back on. He only had, 20 attempts? So there were 4 plays. Whether
he was 13 of 20. 13 of 20.
Right? But 24 times they called plays to drop back and pass. Only 10 of them were straight drop back. The rest, quick game, screens, play action, movement. I thought Kevin did an excellent job of not putting too much on him too early and then allowing it to take those handcuffs off and go for it in the fourth.
We're all young players, right? And at some point in the game, we had a bad moment.
Yeah.
And how your team and how your coaches respond says a lot about your culture.
100%.
He threw a pick six, and Kevin O'Connell right away put his arm around his quarterback and whispered some good things to his ear, and he said, I believe in you.
Yes.
And I think from that point on, you saw the poise, you saw the maturity. JJ McCarthy's all he's ever done from high school, college is win.
He's a winner.
And he's a winner, and you can see it. You notice, you understand, even with Justin Jefferson, you got a dynamic receiver. He could win into the tank and start pointing fingers. Like, man, what are you doing? Throw me the damn ball. But they didn't. They all wrapped their arms around this young quarterback, and it was amazing to see the culture that Kevin has built there.
One last thing on JJ, and these were the sacks and the times he got hit. And I think this is something you can appreciate as an offensive lineman. The one thing I liked about all of those sacks and the times that he was pressured in the pocket, he was climbing forward. He was climbing forward.
Into the eye of the storm.
Into the eye of the storm and going forward. And you know it. That's reliable from a quarterback when you're not just going to escape early and just run outside to try and create space. You're willing to go up forward in the pocket. I think that's huge. Now, on the other side of it, Caleb Williams, that was one of my biggest frustrations with him as a rookie, is never going forward in the pocket. And he had a completely different performance, at least from my perspective, in that first game.
He really did. Really quickly, because I like arguments and I want to know what people at home think. JJ McCarthy, if he has an outstanding season, should he have been able to be Rookie of the Year? Which in the NFL, they don't have that.
Correct. He's a second-year player, but he's a rookie to me.
Yeah.
He's a rookie to me.
How about Newcomer of the Year?
There you go. Great.
Newcomer of the year. He had a baby on Thursday. That could be newcomer of the year.
He's been winning.
Congrats, JJ.
What's up, Vikings Nation? Victor here. And man, we've got some real quarterback drama to talk about. After just 2 games into the season, people are already questioning if JJ McCarthy is ready. And believe it or not, there are even insiders pushing for the Vikings to trade for... yeah, you guessed it. Kirk Cousins. So here's the deal. McCarthy is sitting at 1-1 as the starter. He had that come from behind win in week 1 that gave us all hope. But then week 2 against Atlanta, the Falcons' defense ate him alive. 6 sacks, 2 interceptions, and through 2 games, McCarthy is completing just 58.5% of his passes for 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. ESPN even dropped a brutal stat. McCarthy ranks 32nd out of 33 QBs in QBR at 20.4. The only guy lower is Cam Ward, another rookie. That hurts, guys. That really hurts. Now, former NFL exec Joe Banner went on X and straight up said the Vikings should pick up the phone and call Atlanta about trading for Kirk Cousins. Yeah, the same Kirk who just left us this offseason for a 4-year, $180 million deal with the Falcons. Look, I know a lot of fans still love Kirk, 6 years here. Over 23,000 passing yards and 171 touchdowns in purple. He gave us consistency, playoff berths, and always kept us in games. And now with Adam Thielen back, the nostalgia factor would be off the charts. Cousins, Thielen, Jefferson, it'd feel like 2019 all over again. And hey, the Falcons already drafted Michael Penix Jr. to be their future. They benched Cousins last year, so the door's not completely closed. But here's where it gets tricky. Cousins has a massive contract. We'd need to send draft picks back to Atlanta. The proposal being floated around is something like a 2026 5th rounder and a 2027 7th rounder. That's not a huge price, but you're still giving up capital. And the bigger question, what does that say about JJ McCarthy? Do you risk shattering the confidence of a kid you just drafted in the 1st round, who Kevin O'Connell has been grooming as the future of this franchise? Let's not forget, Jefferson himself said patience is key with JJ. You don't want to push your franchise receiver into frustration by jerking your young QB around. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm torn. Part of me thinks, hey, if you can bring Kirk back cheap, why not? He's proven, and we have the weapons to make a playoff run right now. But another part of me knows what this is really about. It's about trusting the plan. We drafted JJ McCarthy for a reason. We passed on Rodgers, Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, all because we believed in him. Yeah, he's struggling, but what rookie doesn't struggle? Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions his first year. Josh Allen looked awful as a rookie. Patience matters. Bringing Cousins back might feel good short term, but it could derail McCarthy's development long term. And that's something Kwesi and O'Connell need to think hard about. But let me throw it to you guys. Vikings Nation, do you want to see the Vikings pick up the phone and bring Kirk Cousins back to Minnesota? Or should we ride it out with McCarthy and let the kid take his lumps, even if it means some tough Sundays this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to Report Vikings for all the latest, because this QB situation is just getting started and we're gonna be here for every twist and turn. Skull Vikings.